Good morning. Happy Sunday. Hopefully, the weather is not too terrible where you are. Um, Here in Iowa, things are not too bad. um, we had some days that were really, really cold. Um, like I'm talking like 5 degrees Fahrenheit. But this week it's pretty exciting. Things are warming up. It's supposed to be like in the 30s and 40s. Even I think maybe one day might be even close to 50. I'm not sure. Haven't watched the forecast for a few days, but all I know is the snow is melting, and that makes me very happy. I love it when things warm up and the snow starts to melt, and I can kind of start to feel like, okay, I can get through this. Winter's almost over. But I have to admit, where we are, things have not been that bad this winter. Knock on wood. I better do that. um, it hasn't been that bad. So I don't know. Yesterday was really nice. The snow started to melt. Oakley was pretty happy being outside yesterday. It's just so nice to finally have things warm up. So anyway, so I have a lot of things to talk about today. I have a list of things because I feel like I haven't like actually talked live for a while. Part of that is because for the last 4 weeks, I have been doing a live vlog, not a live vlog, just a vlog. I've been doing a vlog every single day for the last 4 weeks. And so if you follow me on YouTube, if you're subscribed to my YouTube channel, you've seen that I've been posting my vlogs. I started off, so the first week of my 4 week challenge for January, I was posting a vlog every single day showing my exercise and my food every single day. Um, that got to be a little bit overwhelming. So then weeks 2, 3, and 4, I decided I was still going to do a vlog every day of my food and my workouts, but then just upload the video once a week. So I've just been posting weekly videos. But all that being said, that's why I haven't been very active on my social media lately, because it's very time consuming doing videos of your day-to-day life. So today is the last day of my 4 week January challenge. And going forward, I'm not going to be doing the daily vlogs anymore. I committed to it for January, but it's a lot. It's a lot to deal with. So anyway, I am if I sound a little bit nasally, it is because I am fighting a cold. I can't remember when it started. I want to say it was like, I don't know, it was either last week or the week before. I've lost track of time, but I had a really bad cold, and then I started to feel better. And now I just cannot get rid of this nasally congestion. So if I sound funny, that's why. And if I have to excuse myself for a minute, that also is why. It's just very frustrating. I'm hoping that it gets better soon. And no, it is not the C word. We do have some of those tests at home, and that was not positive. So it's just a cold, but it's still just very, very frustrating. So, first thing I want to talk about is Oakley. I know that some of you have messaged me because you've seen the things that I've shared in my stories, very few things that I've shared in my stories lately, because I have not really been sharing very much lately because of the whole daily vlog thing. But I did share a little bit about Oakley. So if you've been following me for a while, you know that we have had issues with him in the past with his kidneys. It is a Great Dane thing. It's a common thing with Great Danes. When we had Magic, if you remember, when we had Magic before Oakley, he had kidney failure at the end of his life. So it's very frustrating with Oakley. So what happens is, just out of nowhere, he all of a sudden, his kidneys don't concentrate his urine like they're supposed to. And what happens with him, the way that we know this is happening is he will not be able to hold his urine. So like it will just kind of like he'll drink water and his urine will just run out of him. He can't control it. And then he'll want to go outside and he'll want to pee like, I don't know, 15 times. He'll like walk around the yard trying to pee and it'll just kind of dribble out of him. And he can just not ever really, get to be able to go very well. And so that's how we know that it's happened. And this is the third time that this has happened. So on Wednesday, we noticed that this was happening and he was having all of these issues. And so the most horrible thing that we have to do that we learned from the vet the previous two times, the only way to fix this is we have to do a water deprivation on him for at least a couple of days. And it is the most dreadful thing. So what that means is basically we have to put him into dehydration to kind of shock his kidneys back into doing what they're supposed to do. And so it's horrible. And basically he can have an eighth of a cup of water 3 times a day. And if you know what an eighth of a cup is, it's basically nothing. It's like 2 tablespoons of water 3 times a day. And it's horrible. It is torture for him. It's torture for us. He walks around the house licking the water faucets. He, licks his bowl, his dry bowl. He paces the house trying to find water, and it is absolutely horrible. It is heartbreaking to have to do it, but we have learned that that is the only way that we can kind of snap him out of this. So Wednesday and Thursday of this last week, that's what we had to do. And he did okay with it. He's such a good boy. He really is. He did okay with it. He had a few episodes where he was, licking the faucets and trying to get water. But overall, he did pretty good. So then Friday, we went to the vet, got his urine test done, and we also did some blood work on him, and we were kind of scared about the blood work because we were worried that maybe his kidney function might be declining. Luckily, it's fine. His blood work is all fine. His kidney function tests are all fine, but his urine test is still not normal. So the vet told us to continue the water deprivation through the weekend. And then we're going to do another urine test tomorrow morning. And hopefully his kidneys are back to doing what they're supposed to be doing. I hear him coming. He might poke his head in here. So I don't know if you saw my year in review. Sorry, my internet cuts out a lot. I don't know why it does that. But if you saw my year in review video where I talked about everything that happened in 2022, there was a point in that video where Oakley came in while I was doing my video and he could see himself in the video. And he started like growling and barking, and like he could see that there was a dog in the video and didn't know it was him. But so anyway, I'm hoping that doesn't happen, because I had to actually stop the video because he wouldn't he wouldn't stop. So anyway, he might be coming in here in a little bit. We'll see. So anyway, that's where we are with him. He's doing okay. I mean, he's eating fine. He's going to the bathroom much better. But it's just that his urine test is still not normal. So we have to get it back to normal. And I'm hoping and praying that tomorrow morning when we do his urine test, that it will be normal again, because this water deprivation thing is absolutely horrible. We dread it. We hate it. And we don't know why it keeps happening. Even the vet was a little bit like, I don't know what to tell you why this keeps happening. A lot of times in the beginning, we thought that it happened because he was drinking way too much water at once. Here he is standing in the doorway. I think he wants water. It's just, it's so heartbreaking. All right, he's leaving now. So anyway, so I don't know. We'll see how that goes tomorrow. I'm hoping we don't have to do any more days of this. I'm hoping that we can just go back to normal tomorrow. So we'll see. And then my latest update, which is not fun. Hold on. I need to take a sip of coffee for this. Okay, so if you saw my year in review video for 2022, you know that in December, I was diagnosed with sleep apnea, which totally makes sense because I've had issues with my sleep for years, years and years and years. And so I will say, I know I talked about this in my other video, but so quite a few years ago, I did get tested for sleep apnea because my husband noticed that I would stop breathing in my sleep and it scared him. So I had talked to my doctor about it. And so I had undergone a sleep apnea test, a sleep study. And what it showed at that time was, oh, here's the big guy. Hi, you want water, don't you? I know you do. I'm so sorry. Yes. I think he sees himself. So let's hope that he doesn't start growling. So anyway, so a few years ago, I did a sleep study, and what it showed was I did stop breathing in my sleep, but at that time it wasn't for a long enough period of time or enough times to qualify for sleep apnea. And so that was a lot of years ago. I don't even remember when that was. And so last year when I saw my doctor and we talked about the fact that I'm still just always tired, she was like, well, maybe we should redo that sleep test. So we did in December, and I have sleep apnea. And so what it showed was I stop breathing. It's mild sleep apnea. I stop breathing about 9 times an hour on average. So I had to get a CPAP machine, and I have to tell you, it's not going well. So it it took a while for them to get to me because apparently there's, I don't know, like shortages with sleep app or CPAP machines, or there's, I don't know, there's something going on with the sleep machines. But anyway, I just finally last week got the call where they were ready to evaluate me for my CPAP machine. So I went and I got the one that just goes in your nose. So they have the ones that cover your mouth and your nose. I didn't think that I could handle that, so I just wanted the one for the nose. So I didn't realize that in order for it to work, you have to have your mouth closed. And I am a mouth breather. Like when I sleep with my mouth open. So the last couple of nights, I have tried this CPAP machine and it has not gone well. For one thing, I cannot stand the feeling of having air blowing in my nose. It burns my nose. It makes my nose dry. And then also I sleep with my mouth open. So it doesn't like get a good seal. So, if there's anybody out there watching who wears a CPAP machine, and if you just wear the nose pillows, if you just do the one that covers your nose, I would love to know if it still works for you if you sleep with your mouth open. Because I'm contemplating, I think I need to get a different mask. I think I need to get one that covers my nose and my mouth. But that scares me because I already feel like I'm suffocating when I have that thing on. I don't know. It's very frustrating. So the last couple of nights trying to sleep with the CPAP machine has been not going well. I am not sleeping very well because it's a whole thing. But anyway, if you wear a CPAP machine, I want to know if you wear just the nose part, how does that work for you? If you sleep with your mouth open, does it still work? Because I am still trying to get you just used to wearing it, first of all. And once I get used to wearing it, I'm sure I will get used to it. Last night was a little bit better than the night before, but I just don't know if I need to get a different mask. I don't know. I'm going to talk to the supply lady this week and see what she says, but I'm just curious about anyone else out there who has this experience. It's just awful, but I'm hoping that once I get used to wearing the CPAP machine, that maybe I will sleep better and my oxygen levels will be better. And maybe I won't wake up with headaches and so tired anymore. because, you know, I do track my sleep with my Apple Watch. I have a sleep app that I monitor my sleep with. And most nights, my oxygen level is way too low. Like it'll be 90, 91, 92, sometimes 93%. There was one night it actually dropped down to 89%. And that is not okay. That is not okay. So I'm hoping that once I get used to wearing the machine, then my oxygen levels will be better. But I don't know. It's very frustrating. So there's that. That's definitely something new that is definitely a challenge for me right now. Okay. Um, the other thing that I want to talk about, I'm trying to decide if I need to step away for a minute because of this crazy cold, like I mentioned, that I might need to do. Um, I don't know. So anyway, surgery update. So, update from when I had my hysterectomy from that ginormous fibroid that was growing inside of me. So, this Tuesday is my 12-week post-op week or whatever. It's like 12 weeks since I've had surgery. And so I'm excited about that because my surgeon told me that once I hit 12 weeks, that would mean that I am fully healed, which I find that a little bit interesting because my incision is still painful. Like my incision doesn't hurt when I'm just sitting here. My belly doesn't really hurt, but like if I were to touch my incision, it's pretty tender. It's pretty painful. But anyway, 12 weeks is here on Tuesday, and so that means I made it. I'm recovered. Apparently, I'm fully healed. um, I have a couple of frustrations with all of this process. So before I had surgery, I was having excruciating low back pain. And so we really thought that the cause of the back pain was the fibroid. And I mean, I don't know if you saw my year in review video, but I did share the photos, and the fibroid was big and it was pushing on everything. And so the doctor thought, yep, that probably was causing your low back pain, pushing on all the nerves and everything. And so that was probably my most exciting thing about having surgery was I was like, I'm finally going to get rid of this low back pain. And so probably for about 2 weeks after I had surgery, my back pain was gone. And I was like, yes, that was it. And then slowly the back pain started to come back again. And now it is just full blown low back pain, just as bad and excruciating as it was before I had surgery. And so that kind of, you know, cancels out that theory that the fibroid was causing my low back pain because the fibroid's gone and I'm still having the low back pain. So that is a little bit frustrating, a little annoying. When I went for my 6-week post-op visit with the surgeon, and I told him that, because at 2 weeks my back pain was gone, and he was like, cool. And then 6 weeks, I'm like, oh my God, my back pain is back and it's just as bad as ever. And he was very confused by that. And I'm like, well, maybe I just have something else going on in my back that had nothing to do with, the fibroids. And, he's like, well, yeah, but it's kind of weird that the back pain went away after surgery, but then it came back. And I thought, yeah, that is kind of weird. So I don't know if it's just that the pain medications that I was on was helping the back pain, or maybe the pain, the severe, horrible pain I had in my belly from the surgery was taking my mind off of the back pain. I'm not really sure. Not really sure what happened there, but my low back pain is back and it is excruciating every single day. So I'm trying to be as active as I can. I'm modifying my exercises. Sometimes I just want to cry when I'm trying to get out of bed in the morning because it's just so painful. So I've been doing some cupping on my back. I just went to the chiropractor for the first time last week since last summer, because once I found out about my fibroids and my belly started growing and getting big and painful and pressure in there, I didn't want to go to the chiropractor because I didn't want anybody twisting or touching or doing anything. So I had not been to the chiropractor since I think it was August of last year. So finally last week I went, and it was painful but awesome at the same time. So I'm going to continue going every week. And yes, I 100% believe in chiropractors. I 100% believe that if your spine is not in alignment, then it's going to affect everything in your body. I know there's people out there who don't believe in chiropractors. I am not one of them. I 100% believe in chiropractors. So I'm hoping that by going every week, that for a few weeks at least, I'm hoping that it'll help. I want to go get a massage, but here's the thing about getting a massage. Number one, you have to be able to find time to do it, which that's really hard. And then number two, if you find time to be able to do it, trying to find someone who has openings to do a massage is almost impossible. I mean, it is very frustrating. So I don't know. I'm hoping that maybe I'll be able to do that sometime in the near future. So we'll see. Anyway, that is probably my biggest frustration right now at this time, is my back is killing me every day. So anyway, there's that. So my other frustration with this whole surgery thing. So in the beginning of August, before my fibroids started to grow, my belly was flat. I'm sure you've seen the pictures because I've shared them in several places. And then by the end of August, my belly was getting bigger. And then by the time I was ready to have my surgery, my belly was huge. And so I just thought that after surgery, after he took all of that out of me, then my belly would just go back to being normal again. And it has not. He assured me before surgery that I would probably go down a pant size in pants once I got rid of the fibroid and everything, and once I recovered. So here I am 12 weeks after surgery, and I am still struggling to get my belly back down to its normal size. And so the problem with that, I mean, don't get me wrong, I know it takes time. I know it takes a lot of time to get things back to normal and heal. But my problem is that I'm going on vacation next month. And I'm talking like, I can't remember how many days or how many weeks it is at this point, but it's probably like maybe 4 or 5 weeks from now, going on vacation, and I need to be able to fit into my shorts. And so I got all of my shorts out the other day. I tried them all on just to see, where am I sitting with this? One pair. I had one pair of jean shorts that I actually could button, and they were comfortable. And it's my pair, like my bigger pair that I've always had, just, hanging on to it. Just the bigger pair that I never wear because they were too big. Well, now they are the only pair that fit me. I tried all of my other jean shorts on, and I have a lot. I have a lot of them because I love to wear jean shorts. I had like 3 other pair that I could button, but they were so tight that they were absolutely miserable, uncomfortable. I cannot wear them. So that's my dilemma I'm dealing with right now. I am trying really hard to get my belly just down small enough to where I can actually fit into my jean shorts for vacation without having to buy new shorts, because I do not want to buy new shorts, because I know that I am going to get this back to normal. It's just taking time. Very frustrating. So I actually did order one more pair of shorts because I just don't feel like I'm actually going to be able to get this gone or down small enough to where I'm going to be able to fit in my shorts again. So that's my other frustration. All right, Oakley is pacing. I think he wants some water. I am going to go give him some water, and I'm going to be right back. It will be very, very fast. Okay, so sorry about that. He kept coming in and staring at me, and I knew that he just really, really wanted some. So So anyway, where I'm at right now with this whole belly thing, trying to get into my shorts for vacation, it has been a really long time since I have done any kind of calorie restriction whatsoever. And I'm talking like the last couple of years. I mean, I always track my food. I track what I eat, I track what I drink. I just like to see the numbers. I just want to know where I'm at, but I have not restricted. So for the last probably, I don't know, a couple of years, my calorie intake has been anywhere from 1,700 to 2,500 a day. That's my calorie intake. And it has worked for me. But I'm at the point right now where I just feel like I need to restrict my calories a little bit just to try to help me get rid of this belly. So this month for January, part of my challenge was I started to restrict my calories. Okay. Oakley wants outside now. I apologize. It is really hard to do a live video when you have a giant baby. So, I'll be right back. Again, I am sorry. Okay. Okay, so here's the thing. He wanted outside so bad. He was whining, and I thought it was because he had to go to the bathroom, and he just wants to go outside because the sun's shining. It's pretty nice out today. So, he's a deal. But anyway, so where I was at is so this month, so for January, my 4-week January challenge for myself, I had a couple of things going on. The first thing was I started doing my workouts again. I started lifting weights again because my restrictions from my restrictions weren't lifted until the end of December because I couldn't lift anything heavier than 15 pounds for 6 weeks after my surgery. So I couldn't lift weights. And so that was part of my thing. I started a program in January lifting weights, and it's been enjoyable other than the fact that my back has been hurting and I've had to modify a lot of the things I was doing. Um, but it's been awesome just getting back to lifting weights again, because if you guys have followed me for a while, you know I have been doing home workouts lifting weights for quite a few years. And anyway, so that was part of it. The other part of my January challenge was carnivore, plus I was allowing a few other things. Carnivore diet plus coffee, black coffee, stevia, because I love my flavored electrolytes and I just don't want to give them up. Seasonings, because there are some that I tolerate just fine. And then the last thing that is just kind of funny that I threw it in there was dill pickles, because I know that is not carnivore. It is not a carnivore food, but it is one of those foods that I enjoy, and it does not bother my stomach. It doesn't make me feel bad. It doesn't bother anything. So that was the eating plan I was following for the last 4 weeks. The other part that I tried to do for January was no tracking. And I made it like 2 weeks into January and I could not stand it anymore. Part of it, I think, was that I felt like I was under eating because I wasn't tracking my food to make sure that I was hitting my protein goal and you know, eating enough. And I was finding that I didn't feel like I was eating very much. And so I didn't like that feeling, and I just wanted to know what my numbers were. So I started tracking again. And then with that, I decided to try some calorie restriction just to try to, again, get rid of this belly. This is really, this is like my mission right now, that I want to be able to fit into my shorts for vacation. So I ended up losing about 4 pounds over the last 4 weeks, which is not very much. But when you think about it, you're really not supposed to lose a lot more than that, that quickly. And I don't really have a lot to lose. So, it's recommended that you only lose 1 to 2 pounds a week. And generally 1 pound that's pretty good. So unless you have a lot of weight to lose, I'm happy with it. I'm happy with the 4 pounds. So, so going forward for February, I think I'm going to adjust this a little bit again. Okay, Oakley is being a brat. He is whining. This is what we deal with when we're doing the water deprivation. He just wants water all the time, and he can't have it. It's so hard. But anyway, so for February, I'm going to continue just eating my normal ketovore eating plan. I'm not going to be really strict carnivore. If I want to eat some vegetables, I'm going to allow myself some vegetables. But I mean, honestly, for the most part, I just eat meat, eggs, butter, cheese. I mean, that's kind of my normal eating plan. But so with this last 4 weeks where I've been kind of restricting my calories, I'm wondering if that is not part of what's making me feel so tired. Like this last week, I have been so tired, more tired than usual. And so I'm wondering if maybe I just need to increase my fat again, because honestly, I feel the best when I eat more fat. And I know that that makes a lot of you crazy out there. I know that you just think that's absolutely nuts. I've gotten messages from people who have just begged and pleaded to stop eating all that fat. Like you're gonna kill yourself. You're gonna have a heart attack. Your cholesterol is gonna be through the roof. And I get it that there are a lot of people out there that believe that and don't understand the reality of it. So I don't eat carbs. I mean, I try to keep my carbs at 20 grams or less a day. There are a lot of days I might eat 10 to 15 grams of carbs in a day. And your body has two energy sources. You've got carbs, you've got fat. And if you're not eating carbs, then you need energy from something. And so for me, that energy is fat. And it makes me feel really good. Now, don't get me wrong. If you are eating a really high carb diet and a high fat diet, then that can be problematic, because here's what happens. You eat carbs, and your body is going to use those carbs for energy first, because that's the easiest source of energy for it to use. So you eat carbs, your body is going to use those carbs. And then all the fat that you eat, your body's just going to store it. So, it's a lot different if you are eating a high carb, high fat diet and eating a lot of processed crap and, all that stuff. But for me, I'm not eating the carbs. And so my body's energy source is fat. And so I'm wondering, I mean, don't get me wrong, I've still been eating fat. I have been eating like anywhere from like around 80 to 100 grams of fat a day. But that's a lot less than what I normally eat. So, your body needs fat for energy. Your body needs fat for cellular function, brain health. You need fat to be able to use fat soluble vitamins. Your body needs fat to produce hormones. And I have learned a lot over the last couple of years about people who have really damaged their hormones, and just by under eating, like not eating enough fat, not eating enough calories in general, and then really just struggling because they can't lose weight. And it's because their hormones are all messed up. So you got to fix that. That's one of the things I have learned in my own journey is, you got to fix your hormones, because if you have been restricting your calories, restricting your fat for years and years and years, then your hormones are probably, not where they need to be. So I don't know. It is perfectly fine and healthy to eat fat. Your body needs it. Uh-oh, Oakley's barking at something. Oh, it's the neighbor. The neighbor backing out of their driveway. How dare they do that? Oh, he is quite the guard dog. But anyway, so my plan going forward for my February challenge now, from now until vacation, I'm going to continue tracking my food. I'm going to continue eating ketovore. Boy, sorry. We are having a lot of disruptions with Oakley today. And I'm going to increase my fat and maybe drop my protein just a little bit, and just kind of see how that works for me. And I'm going to continue doing my weightlifting, and I'm thinking about incorporating a little bit of cardio. Oh, you guys know I don't like cardio. I really dislike cardio. I prefer weightlifting, but I think maybe it might help. So I don't know. That's kind of my plan for January. So last thing that I just wanted to talk about is, if you're thinking about starting keto, you're thinking about starting an exercise plan. I know I've been talking about this, but I am running a Fit Keto Challenge every month this year. January was a 28-day one, but that was only because there was a 28-day workout program I wanted to do. So going forward, every month we're going to do a 21-day Fit Keto Challenge. It's going to focus on eating a keto diet and incorporating exercise into our daily routine. And so the only month that is going to be different going forward, I think, is going to be next month, because I'm going to go on vacation. And I don't know that I'm going to be able to manage the challenge while I'm on vacation. So I'm thinking that I might do a special challenge next month that is only maybe 14 days, but I'll let you know for sure. But for February, I'm doing a 21-day challenge, and it is going to be focused on eating keto and incorporating exercise. And so this morning and yesterday morning, I recorded 2 exercise videos. I did one video that is a total body weightlifting video, and then I did another video that is just a body weight workout video. And so these 2 videos I'm going to share with anyone who decides to join the challenge for this month. And we got to listen to Oakley whine. I'm sorry. So anyway, anyone who joins the challenge for February is going to get access to those 2 videos. And it's just a way for me to try to help someone who has not been exercising, or doesn't know how to exercise, or doesn't know where to start. It's just to give you a starting point, just some ideas of exercises that you can do. So those videos will be shared with the challenge. And then the other thing, I'm really excited because I've been very busy putting some things together. This isn't a new thing, but this is, it's not new for this month. It was new last month. So I put together this Getting Started Right guide, and it has absolutely everything in there that you could possibly want. It's got lots of worksheets, lots of just information to help you get started. And so the way my challenges are going to work is the first Monday of every month is going to be prep week. And then that is when you get this guide. And so every day of the first week, I will share additional information just to kind of help you get started, help you understand keto, figure out your exercise routine, meal planning, meal prepping, all of that stuff. And then the actual challenge guide, you're going to get another guide, and this is a challenge guide. And this one just has some daily worksheets. It has a little bit of information about keto, but then it also has a daily tracker for every single day to kind of help you track your progress. And then you also get just a keto guide. And you can get this even if you don't want to join the challenge. I have a link to this saved in my link tree. It is just a keto guide for beginners. It just talks all things keto. It has what is keto, what are the benefits, the foods to eat, foods to avoid, information about the keto flu. and then just some general tips, and then it has some sample meal plans for keto. So if you don't want to join the challenge, but you just want some information about keto, you can go to my link tree and you can get that beginner's guide for keto. And so the newest thing that I finally finished that I have been working on, I want to say for like over a year, I've been working on this, is I put together a recipe book. And this is, it is basically a collection of all of my favorite recipes, keto, ketovore, carnivore, all of my favorite recipes. And I'm going to be editing this probably regularly and adding new recipes as I find new recipes. But so this is a collection of, some of them are recipes that I have created. Some of them are recipes I've gotten from other people that I love and I make all the time. And so I have a reference for them in this book. So if you want to go follow them to, you know, get other recipe ideas, then that information's in here. Let's see, I did include a blank meal planner in here so you can kind of plan your own meals. There is a very basic keto shopping list in here, just some of my things that I like to have on hand all the time. And then lots of recipes. I mean, I've got like some of my favorite recipes in here. I didn't print the whole recipe book because I ran out of ink, but I've got lots and lots of recipes in there. And so anyone who joins the challenge this month or future months is going to have access to that. And like I said, I'll be editing that all the time. So here's the thing about the challenge that's frustrating for me. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to be able to have a Facebook group that was like a challenge group. And some of you might remember years ago, I used to run like monthly challenge groups and Facebook groups all the time. And it's just nice because everybody can post their photos, everybody can share their own information in there. And I really, really wanted to be able to have a Facebook group. And that kind of went to crap last month because you know, I had closed my keto community Facebook group a while back because I was having so many issues with Facebook. Well, I decided as I was kicking off the new year and I was going to start doing challenges every month, I decided I was going to also offer a Facebook community, a Facebook group. So I opened up this Facebook group. I had it all set up, all ready to go for the January challenge. And then the day before the challenge started, Facebook restricted me for something I didn't do. I have a whole other video about it if you want to go watch it. But basically at that point, I couldn't post on Facebook. I couldn't I couldn't comment. I couldn't post in my own Facebook group. And it was the day before I was getting ready to start my challenge. And so I was unable to share any of the information that I wanted to share with the challengers in the Facebook group. And so I am done with Facebook. I mean, I'm frustrated. I want to be able to run a Facebook group so that everybody can actually share their own photos and stuff, but it's too much of a risk for me at this point, because if I open up a Facebook group for the challenge and then this happens again, then I can't I can't comment on anybody's posts. I can't share anything. It's quite frustrating. So with all of that being said, as of right now, my challenges are going to take place in my Patreon account. So Patreon is a little bit like Facebook in the sense that there is a website that you can use, just like with Facebook. There is also a phone app that you can use. So you can access it either way. The issue is that the only person that can post photos is me. So that's a little bit frustrating. But what I've figured out is, for now, I will, share the daily information and photos with the challengers, and then everyone will just have to add their information in the comments below the post that I share. So that's the way we're doing it for now. If we get enough people who join the challenges, then I will be able to move over to a different platform that works a lot better. But as of right now, I just can't do that. So anyway, that is what I have going on for February. And So it is a paid challenge. So here's how that works. It's $1 a day. So it's $21 to join the challenge. But at the end of the challenge, there is a cash prize. And so we're working on a points system for participation. You earn points for every day that you do certain things. And then at the end of the challenge, the person with the most points will win the cash prize. Now, let's say we only have one person join the challenge with me. Well, then you're basically just going to get your money back. You'll get your $21 back. So you're out nothing. If we have multiple people join the challenge, then it just depends on how many people join. The cash prize will be, you know, a lot more than that. So that's kind of how I have things set up for this month, and we'll see how it goes. And if I need to change anything, then I will. But yeah, that's it. I feel like I've been talking and talking forever. But so anyway, oh, one thing that I do need to mention. Okay. So if you're interested in joining the challenge, you can find the link on my Linktree. And I will post this link down below as well. So I talked about the Keto Beginner's Guide. You can find that here as well. And then if you are interested in joining the challenge for February, then go to the Linktree, and there is a Fit Keto Challenge link in there that you just need to fill out. So yeah, I think that's it. If you, I know I say this all the time, but I have a lot of places where I'm at. So this is my Facebook page. Now, your Facebook page is different than your Facebook profile. Everybody has their own personal Facebook profile. I am currently not active on there unless I am just sharing something from a different page to there, because my personal profile is where Facebook keeps restricting me. So this is the link to my Facebook page, and that is where I am going to be the most active. And then I also have Instagram. I am very active on Instagram. And then this is my YouTube channel. And if you would subscribe to my channel, I would be so, so grateful. I am working on, you know, growing my following on my YouTube channel. Once I hit 1,000 subscribers, I am going to give away a gift. So, you know, if you could subscribe, I would be very, very grateful. And then I'm also on Snapchat, if you want to add me on there. I am on TikTok, but I am not very active on TikTok. It's just enough trying to keep up with everything else. So anyway, that is what I had to say. So, okay, I have a couple comments. I am not very good at watching comments when I'm talking, so just so you know. So, Southern Ketovore, hey girl, I love you so much. You are so supportive of my channel. I'm glad that you got to catch me live today. Thank you so much. And Carrie, I hope you get to where you want to be and that you have a wonderful vacation. Oakley is adorable. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Carrie. Yes, he is adorable. God, we love him so much. And last week was a little emotional for us because we were really worried that maybe he was going into kidney failure, because we thought, you know, why does this keep happening? Why do his kidneys keep doing this? It's weird, but I don't know. He's still so young. He is only 4. He is going to be 5 in March, the beginning of March. He'll be 5. And, you know, Great Danes don't live very long. So, I mean, it's kind of like he's getting to be an old man already in dog years, in Great Dane years. So we just are enjoying him while we can, because I have no idea what the future is going to bring with him. And then just a side note on that, just to let you all know, Oakley is our last Great Dane. So please, no messages, no tags, no anything trying to get us to adopt another Dane. As much as we love them, they are the greatest breed in the world. We just can't do it anymore. So anyway, enough about that. Speaking of Oakley, I can hear him whining in the living room. So I am going to jump off now. I'm going to go see what he's up to. I might go outside with him and play for a little while, because, you know, it's not that bad outside right now. not, for what Iowa winters normally are like. I mean, let me look and see what the temperature is right now. Currently, it's 36 degrees Fahrenheit. Oh my God. It's supposed to be a high of 38 today. So 36 is pretty good. I mean, we're used to feeling like, negative 20. So 36 is good. I'll take it. And then tomorrow is supposed to be a high of 46. So awesome. I'm very excited about that. So yeah, I'm going to go for now, and I'm going to go hang out with Oakley, and I will talk to you later.